Hello, family, and thank you for tuning into the FatBoyJoy podcast. I am your host, the Fat Boy himself, Rod Butler. This podcast and platform was launched to be a resource of empowerment, motivation, and encouragement while pointing to Christ. The main objective of this podcast is to have and create conversations that consist of the battles and triumphs of daily life while also providing strategies to accomplish such. All that I do here on this podcast and platform is from love, always focusing on the scripture, Philemon 1:7. Your love has given me great joy and encouragement because you, brother, have refreshed the hearts of the Lord's people. My prayer is after listening or watching today that you are refreshed. Thank you so much for taking the time to listen or even watch, and be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Family, what's going on? It has been so long since we've had a FatBoyJoy podcast episode, since the pandemic, and we almost a year removed from that. So I just want to say welcome back. Thanks for all the support. Thanks for all the pushing and wanting me to return. And here I am. I'm back. And we in this thing. And we're going to do it. And we're going to be consistent this time. We've been on Facebook and Instagram and TikTok releasing little excerpts trying to get, the momentum rallied back up so I can get back into this. And here I am. And I am so excited to be here. Thank you again. Thank you for your support. For pushing and for, even requesting this. This is, new. So thank y'all for being consistent, whether it's 10 of y'all or 100 of y'all. By the time, somebody watching this in replay, it's millions of y'all. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. You do not have to watch. You don't have to support. You don't have to share. You don't have to like. You don't have to subscribe. You don't have to do any of that. But you have, and from the bottom of my heart, I really do appreciate it. We getting back into the swing of this. There will be guests probably, almost every episode, but I think this time it should just be me and you in an intimate setting. It's just us. And I need to properly welcome y'all back and get y'all used to me. It's me, FatBoyJoy. For those who don't know, by this time I've already had weight loss surgery. So we are trying to, everybody's saying, you can't be FatBoyJoy for much longer. So I'm trying to figure out what that looks like name-wise and platform-wise. What does it look like not calling me FatBoyJoy anymore? I don't know. I think I'm gonna stick with it until I literally cannot. So some people have shot me some names. Slim Boy Delight is on the top of my list for what I think I want to, go with. But we're gonna see what happens. I'm thinking, I'm leaning. I love, I love Slim Boy Delight. I just don't know how this is gonna carry on with the church people. They might think I'm trying to promote or sell something else. But I'm looking at former Fat Boy. So coming from a former Fat Boy, I think that's going to be like, the slogan or, the motto for moving forward. So I don't know. Maybe I'll lean more towards that. We don't know yet. But I do want to thank y'all. Thank y'all so much for your support. And shoot me some ideas for future names or, platform titles. I love FatBoyJoy, but, as I'm steering the way I'm at now, I started this journey off in my weight loss at 371 pounds. That is the heaviest I've ever been in my life. And right now I am 281. So I am down 90 pounds. So I thank God for that. No more prediabetes, health concerns were my main issue. Progressively I was just getting fat. Progressively I was just getting fatter and fatter. And so, that is not politically correct. I was gaining weight as time progressed, and I didn't want to be in my 40s and at 400 pounds. I was literally 30 pounds away from 400 pounds. When I look at pictures and stuff now, I say to people, y'all were sitting here letting me die. Y'all weren't saying nothing. Y'all thought I was fly, and I was on my way to the grave. But no, so I'm down 90 pounds. So I am, I don't remember being 281 probably in my adulthood. I was probably 220, 230, 40, 50, something like that in high school. So right after high school, I probably, peaked to, in college, gained 15 pounds, the freshman 15. So I probably gained some weight there. But I am now 281, so I'm down 90 pounds. And so I'm loving this. But I'm only 6 months in. And so with the surgery I had gastric bypass. So I'm up to lose, they say 50% of your body weight. And that will put me at like literally losing 180 pounds. So I'm almost halfway there. But you lose weight for 18 months. So I'm halfway to, my weight loss, what they said, based on statistics. I'm down 90 pounds. That's half 180. And then what am I about to say? Down 180. I mean, down 90 pounds. So and I literally have a year left of losing weight just because of the surgery. So I've been in the gym almost every day. I never thought I would be a gym lover, but I absolutely love the gym now. And I think because I know I'm gonna lose weight regardless if I go or not. So it's not like, oh my God, I gotta work out, And I'm not even trying to lose weight at this point. At this point, I'm trying to build muscle. So I have been looking at the possibility of getting a personal trainer, just so I can start building my muscle, so I won't lose muscle mass due to having surgery. Because I'm telling you, I'm losing weight in my sleep. But no, so if you have some ideas of future names that we may can look at, I don't know how we're gonna put a twist on this Fat Boy Joy thing, because I'm not gonna be fat much longer, but I'm still here for my fat boys. I'm still here. If you want a little dressing tip or something, I got you. We're gonna hold it down still. I'm forever a fat boy. Maybe that's what it can be. Forever a fat boy. Look what the Lord did for me. Forever a fat boy. I like it. If you like it, let me know. We might can do something with that. Forever a fat boy. I really like that. We're going to see what happens with that, because I legit like that. Forever a fat boy. I don't know. Former fat boy, forever a fat boy. We're going to see what it is. But, we ain't going to be here long. We're just kicking it because it's just me today. So I just really want to talk, in these little clips that I've been doing on Instagram, Facebook, and these other social media platforms. It's just been little snippets of downloads that God has given me just to share, just to empower, impact, and motivate. And I've been doing that for now almost a month. Ain't y'all proud of me? I've been doing it almost a month, and I thank God for giving me the will and the capacity to do so, because every idea, every thought, every clip, it comes from Him. I literally pray before I do any recording just to make sure I'm saying what He wants to be said, and so I'm thankful for the opportunity to do so. And I feel like, again, I can't thank y'all enough for supporting in whatever level that you do, whether you tell somebody about it, share it, or whatever. I thank y'all for supporting. But we're gonna do it bigger and better this time. I've had all this equipment and everything, like I be telling people, I had all this equipment and everything for years. And now I'm finally putting it to proper use, and we're gonna do the best, and we're gonna make the best of it, and we're gonna do it. We're gonna be consistent in it, and we're gonna flow, and we're gonna get it done this time, and we're gonna be consistent in it. They're gonna be regularly loaded episodes on YouTube. I've had my YouTube account available for Fat Boy Joy for the longest. We're gonna start putting these videos up and just doing better. So anyway, I go off on a tangent when I ain't got nobody here. But no, so I've been so the clips and everything I've been loading up has just been to empower, impact, and to motivate people, and to point people to God, point people to Christ. That's my motive. That is the platform. That is the platform's motive. That is the desire and what I want this to be about. Even though we're encouraging, empowering, and impacting people, I want to point everything. I want to make sure that everything points back to Christ, and that is the motive. That's the motivation. You ask me who I do and who I do it for. I'm doing it for the Lord. But so yeah, in one of the clips that I shared and did was the testimony. Prepare for the testimony, and so that's what I want to deal with just for a little bit today. I feel like a preacher. I'm not gonna be before you long. I'm really not. I was testing out lighting and things today to see how we go. I actually love this camera angle, but we gonna stick with it. But oh, I love that. And so just thinking, trying to get backgrounds right, trying to get scenery and all this. But prepare for the testimony. And so I was just reflecting today on what that looks like in its totality. And I was just thinking, I have a fear, if you know me personally, I have a fear of, what do you have a fear of, Roderick? I have a fear of driving over tall bridges with water under them. And so just reflecting on, talking about the testimony today, I have really been trying to conquer that fear. It is to the point where if I am with someone, like if I'm by myself and I'm going somewhere where I do not know where I'm going, I will literally go through the map to make sure that I don't cross over any bridges. I can't tell if it's tall from the map. And that's the thing. Low bridges I can do. Tall bridges, nah, it's just not for me. So I would literally go through the map, the ways or whatever, to see if the route is taking me over any large bodies of water, because I feel like the larger the body of water that you're going over, the larger the bridge is. Just to make sure that I don't have to cross. And if it will, I will find an alternative route. And if somebody is with me and we come across a bridge, I will literally pull over. And the fear is only if I'm driving, when I'm in control. So I'll pull over and I'll let somebody else drive. And then once we get across the bridge, I'll get back in the driver's seat, no problem. And that's the thing. It doesn't scare me to ride over the bridge. Like if I'm a passenger, it doesn't. It only bothers me. And my phobia only comes when I'm driving in the driver's seat. And so I've really been trying to conquer that fear lately. Um, because it's just I don't even know why I have it. I don't know where it came from. I've never had any bad experience. I've never been in a car accident on a bridge of water. I don't know where the fear comes from. It's just there. And so I've really been trying to master and focus on how I can conquer this fear of driving over tall bridges with water underneath. And what I've really been focusing on is, which is weird, it's going to sound weird, but I've really been trying to focusing on the testimony of the bridge. The testimony of the bridge. I have to take into consideration that this bridge is probably I'm thinking about one bridge in particular, but this bridge is probably over 50 years old. And there have been thousands upon thousands upon thousands, if not millions of cars that has driven over this bridge. And the bridge, as far as I know, has not collapsed, has not been faulty. None of that has happened. And so there was this one time I was in Florida and literally the bridge caught me by surprise. I seen it in the distance, but you know how the highway is. You can be right here and something can look like it's over to your left or to your right. And I was like, oh, I'm glad I ain't got to go around. And that highway curved. And next thing you know, I was in front of the bridge and I was by myself and there was no turnaround point. And I had to drive over the bridge. I went about 30 miles per hour and I had my music blasting, singing, trying to distract myself from going over this thing that I fear. And what I had to realize is, and what I'm trying to realize is, I have to depend on the testimony of the bridge. The bridge has withstood rain, storm, all kinds of conditions, and it's still here. It has dealt with the weight of people traveling over it in all kinds of conditions, and it has held its own, and it has maintained. And the thing that's going to get me over my fear is when I come to the bridge, I have to know that the bridge has outlasted me. It'll last after me, and it has lasted before me, and I have to depend on the testimony of the bridge. That's what's gonna get me over it. The testimony that it's still here after all these years. You're still good. No, but I really have to depend on and that is why. And in that thought pattern, thinking today, just about testimonies, the Lord dropped in my spirit. That's why it's important that we tell our testimony. Because there is somebody that is going through a situation that is reflective of ours, if not, some of the same details as ours. And they need to hear, they need to know, they need to recognize, oh no, you can travel over this. You can travel through this. I've been through it. I've been over it. And that's why it's important we overcome by the blood of the Lamb and the word of our testimony. And we help others to overcome. That's why we have to tell it. And that's why it's vital and important to do it. I think we oftentimes rob people of victory in certain aspects and certain extents because we have not had that place. We have not come to the point where we're saying, hey, let me tell you this because I've been through this. I know, I recognize it. I know what it looks like. I know what it sounds like. I know what it seems like. I can tell that you're going through this. And let me tell you, I've been through it. And that's how we overcome. Because we have to, bunch it up in the back. That's how we overcome. I just lost my best camera angle, so I'm kind of stressed, but we're going to focus on you for the rest of it. And that's what we got to do. And it's hard. It is. It's hard because it causes a level of vulnerability, especially when it's those deeper, I don't want to say darker, but when it's those, when the testimony has more depth, when it's more challenging and you've been through more. But it's important that we share those. And those are not to be shared with everybody. Those are the ones that are dealing with that fear, that phobia, that challenge. And we have to be sure that we share that because sharing that empowers people. It empowers us. It motivates us, it impacts us, and it gives us the strength that we need to go through it and to go over it. Because we know that somebody else has gone over it and made it. Somebody else has been through this and made it. Somebody has been through this and conquered it. Somebody I'm listening to you. You're tangible. You're in my face telling me I've been through this. And I've been through this and I've gotten over it and I've gotten through it and I've overcome it. We need that. And so that is the importance of telling the testimony. So to get over my fear, I got to depend on the testimony of the bridge. It's not even saying nothing. It's looking at it and knowing that you have sustained and you have been sustained. Sometimes people need to know just so they can look at you, and when they look at you, they know you've been sustained, you've been kept, you've been preserved. And that's important. That's what we need. And that is the importance of the testimony. So while I'm out here depending on the testimony of the bridge that I can't talk to, they're like, when were you built? And how long did it take you to be built? And what's the largest vehicle that's ever traveled across? Have you had any wrecks? Have you had any cracks? Have you had any missing screws? Have you had any malfunctions? Have you ever had to be closed due to reconstruct? These are the questions that I can't ask, but these are the questions that someone can ask you and they can overcome. I love y'all. I thank y'all for tuning in. I told y'all I won't be long today. Just to know something to get you back in the swing of things. And next week, we're going to have another episode. I hope to have a guest. And, people and these schedules and dates and times, got to line up and get people to the house. But this is what my set. Y'all like my set. This is all y'all going to see. But y'all like my set in the back. So, yes, I thank y'all for tuning in. I thank y'all. I love y'all. And truly, I appreciate it. Like, share, subscribe, do all that good stuff. And I thank y'all for coming along on this journey for the third or fourth time for y'all that's been FatBoyJoy followers and supporters from the beginning. Y'all know this is like our third or fourth time around. But we're going to do it this time, and we're going to be consistent, and we're going to keep up with it, and we're going to stay with it. We're going to stick with it, stay with it, and make sure it's motivated, and you're empowered, and you're impacted. I love y'all. I really do. I love and I appreciate y'all. Like, share, subscribe. Forever Fat Boy. Coming from a former fat boy or slim boy delight. I don't know what we're going to be when we come next time, but I still got a couple more pounds away, so it's still FatBoyJoy to the enemy. Let's go. I love y'all. Family. I truly hope you were blessed by today's episode. I pray that something was said or done to empower, motivate, and encourage. That's our only goal. Be sure to share this podcast with any and everyone. This podcast is available on anywhere podcasts are available. I love and appreciate you. And make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And until the next episode, Fat Boy out.